There she goes. Let's get out of here, shall we? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 6th of April, I want to say. I just realized that yesterday was another person's birthday, and I didn't say anything about it. Because I haven't been on Twitter. Oh well. Happy belated birthday, yes. Whatever. Anyway, welcome to today. Welcome to, if you notice that I am not getting on the train with Sarah, that is because, well, I have a half day today, and long story short, one of the poor office puppies is being put down this morning, and because we're literally working out of our boss's house, it's like, we want to give him privacy, so that's why I'm not going in now, and, well, plus I'm supposed to work 2.5 days a week, because I think we're limited to 20 hours or so. So it all actually wound up working out because, well, we're not on our official schedules yet. And by the way, I haven't talked about that. Yeah, like the club coordinator, who I guess is technically my, boss in charge of everything happening with co-op, is out of the country for now, and I haven't actually seen him at work yet because, well, he's not physically in this country right now. So, which would explain why he's not at work. Is the weird way I can put that, I guess. It's probably the weirdest way possible I could have worded that, but whatever. Way to go. But yeah, he's out of the country, so I am just in the meantime working with the other people who are in the office. So my throat is getting sore, so I really, really hope I'm not starting to come down with whatever it is that Sarah had, because I don't have time to deal with that either. But, so yeah, work aside, I am dealing with one thing this morning, and that is going to be all my philosophy stuff, because I'd like to get at least several responses written this morning, because I need to do a bunch of discussion boardy responsey type of deals. Would probably be a good idea to get some of those out of the way, just because, well, I'm going to work the rest of the week, because tomorrow is going to be a full day. Tomorrow's a full 9 to 5, which is fine with me. But I also think that when I go to work today, I'm going to have time to do an interesting connection, because I was talking a little bit about how I take the R6, the R7, but one thing I didn't mention is that the Reading lines and the R7/the R8 kind of overlap a little bit, and there's one portion where there's our North Philadelphia stop, which is a couple of blocks from their North Broad stop that I think only the R5 and the R6 actually serve. But because of that, if I do that connection, it will actually save me cutting through will save me the trouble of cutting through this stupid truck can't go. Oh, it's a car, okay. But it will save me the trouble of cutting through Center City. So, because normally, if I wanted to make the connection through Center City and do it at a platform, which is sad because it's a nice day outside, if I wanted to get on the 1102 here, which gets me downtown at 11:33, I think technically, I would have about, what is that math, about 5 minutes to make the connection to the 7 or the 11:38, which is the R6, assuming that both trains are completely on time. Yeah, so that's not the best. But if I make that so that I go to North Broad Station instead, well, then I have a 10-minute walk on my hands, but because I'm essentially walking quite a bit that would be a loop, it actually winds up saving time in the end, because I don't think that train gets to the R6 that comes to 30th at 38 after 11. I don't think it gets to North Broad until 11:50 something. And the R7 gets there at 11:20. So yeah, I have about a 30-minute turnaround, and it's only at most a 10-minute walk. So that will actually legitimately, so if the train is late, it will change my buffer from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, which is a much more doable buffer. It's a better average day buffer. whatever. I'll figure it out a little bit later. I am going inside. Alright, I need to get the balls out of here because the train comes in 17 minutes and I have not left yet. But that's okay because it should be perfectly fine. Yeah, time to get to work. Let's go, shall we? I need to go down here and I need to put my jacket on and I need to get my butt to the train station. So, let's zippity zip 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 up. Let's head out. And let's go to work. Now, what's the plan? Well, it is 10:46 in the morning. Train comes very, very shortly at 11:02. So I'm not the only one home, but whatever. But yeah, so train comes shortly, and then, well, the plan is basically same as yesterday for the most part, except for one difference. There's not really much of a time to deal with connections today because the R7 is only scheduled in to get in before the R6 by about 5 minutes or so. And so if I wanted to do this securely, I should have gone in like a train ago, but I needed to stay home and do work, which is still not done yet, unfortunately, but whatever, we'll deal with that when we get there. I get you in the car, and myself in the car. Let's get started and let's head to the train station, because we need to get our butts there rather quickly. Now, alright, plan is what? Well, assuming that either the R7 train, well, assuming the R7 train is on time and the L1 train is, well, the L1 turning to the R10 train is on time. That's the other R3 for those of you wondering. I'm fine. Everything's all good if it's on time, because I only have 5 minutes buffer. But if the R7 is late, then we're into problems. So what's the backup plan, you might be asking? Well, conveniently enough, I didn't mention this morning, did I? Yeah, I did actually. I think I did. There's the North Broad station, so we're going to be having that there as a backup, just in case. So if I have to get off at North Broad, or unless the L1 train is a little bit late, I might do that anyway, just to be safe. But either way, it'll be fine. I mean, as I was mentioning this morning, it's not that much of a difference between making the walk and then going normally. It's fine either way. So that's it. I didn't get all my work done for philosophy class, so that's really gotta happen tonight. I really don't have any other excuses or time. And this half day was nice, but it still didn't even let me get all the work done. So I still gotta work on doing that. Cause that's just kind of something that needs to happen. Right. But yeah, so for the most part, I think the vlog is going to stay a lot the same for work. I'm probably not going to bring you guys to work for the most part because, well, that's just not how I'm going to live my life. I unfortunately didn't get any of the vlogs done today, so the vlogs might have to go back to being on a weekends only schedule for the most part. I mean, we'll see, because again, I'm only working half time, so we will see about the vlogs, but for the moment, they might be going back to a weekend schedule, which I know kind of sucks, but if it has to happen, it has to happen. It's like, I can't justify the higher rain speeds or the higher wiper speeds for the rain because it's not raining that quickly, but it's causing like enough to distort my vision. So I have to turn it up anyway, because driving and being able to see. So we only have like 10 minutes until this train comes, but it's a good thing I am rushing my butt out there. It is 10:49. Train comes at 11:02, assuming it's on time. But yeah, so if the R7 is a little bit late and the R3, R6 shows no chance of being late, well, I'm probably just going to have to get off at North Philly, walk to North Broad. So we'll see. Whatever. If it happens, it happens. I mean, at least that's the nice thing about leaving when we leave, is that there's that one train that does run to the R7 Trenton. And I like taking that train. Oh, hey, look, the vlog camera. Let's get rolling. I need to get out of here. We're gonna go the normal way because all that shit's still over there. Have I ever sneezed like that on a vlog segment before? I don't actually know. But anyway, I need to get out of here because I need to go home before coming back shortly. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So on to today. So first off, my train was running like 5 minutes late, so I actually wound up getting off at the North Broad like I was talking about, and then transferring over to the R6 from there, which the R6 was late and I actually could have made it, but it was pouring. I was standing outside because North Broad is not a protected station like most of the other Center City stops, and it was pouring rain, and I couldn't stand in the shelter because people were smoking in the shelter, which you're not supposed to do on a separate platform. So so I'm standing out there in the rain, no protection. And my bag is still somewhat soaked, and my other jacket, because I realized after I got to work that I had my other jacket in my bag from yesterday, because I didn't wear it out yesterday, because yesterday was so warm when I was leaving and so nice. Apparently it's supposed to be really warm on Monday, from what somebody at work was saying. But yeah, so I got to work at like a little afternoon, which is perfectly fine because my work at least runs on a policy of I don't care when you show up as long as you get your work done, which is the nice thing about, you know, working like in places where I work and not having to work in like a customer service job of any kind where time matters on the front end, time only really matters on the back end, if that makes any sense. Fucking geese. The geese are here. Anyway, let's start heading home, shall we? Because I need to get home. If you're noticing, I'm by myself today, and that is simply because Sarah is going to be on the next train whenever the next train is, which is why it's important that I get home quickly, go do what I need to do at home, which namely is just use the restroom, and then come back to the train station at some point soon. Now, I was on the one that left 30th at 6:03, but apparently both the 6:33 Express and the 6:52 are late. My train was perfectly on time. Supposedly, like everything else today, was late to some extent. But oh, great, we're at the trap where all the lights start turning. But yeah, so my train was on time, surprisingly, but everything else today was really late, and so she's caught up, because I think the 33 is like 39 minutes late, and the 654, which is the one after that, is supposedly like 8, I think she said. So they're both probably going to get into somewhat reasonable time, considering the 33 is the last express of the night, but means I need to get home, I need to get back there, and yeah, that's about it. That's where we are for the moment. To home, and well, I guess what's happening in the future? Well, what's happening in the future is that I didn't get nearly as much work done as I thought I was going to do this morning, so I need to read stuff, I need to fill out those discussion boards pronto. I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of people in my class are in similar positions like I, where they work all week, or at least theoretically work all week, because a lot of people were saying on that, like, introduce yourself discussion post that they work full-time on co-op or something. So, or being away on co-op kind of means you work full-time. So I don't think it's really going to surprise anyone if a lot of the posting on this first week, just because it didn't get to happen, because it's not required for us to post before Wednesday on the first week. So yeah, I don't think anybody's really going to be surprised. Most of the posting for this time doesn't happen until the weekend. So I'm not necessarily worried about rushing it, but still, I don't have this weekend. Because I got asked to do a set even this weekend and I had to turn it down. Not even mentioning the fact that I don't like sets in general, but oh shit, I shouldn't pull all the way up because I've got to leave. Damn it. Well, somebody's just going to have to move. Whatever. Not my fault, everybody took all the good spots. And right back out again. Let's see here as I try to back out around a curve in one shot. Yeah, let's go. That's fine. Good enough. Let's do it. Let's drive right back to where we came from in the first place. Yeah, it's always fun, right? After this truck, let's go. She apparently just passed under the L. She being Sarah apparently just passed right under the L. So at some point soon, she will be arriving. She apparently did get on an express to Holmesburg Junction. It's probably the 33, but honestly, who knows? I'm not going to question this. I am just going to show my butt up to the train station and hope that eventually she comes. No traffic light. Bad traffic light. Okay, well, still made it out alive. Also, my battery on this thing is apparently getting really low. I only have 46 measly minutes left. Also, this card has lasted me quite some time. Even despite the fact that I recorded like a half an hour's worth of rain on it in the very beginning. Whee! Oh yeah, that's lovely. Just right through the pothole because I didn't see it. Because PennDOT does an amazing job of maintaining this. Like, I will never get how PennDOT manages to do such an absolutely shitty job to this road. They can repair it year after year after year, and it will still be shit within a few months. I mean, you can look at the fuck down there. You can see all of their fucking shitty ass pothole repairs. Like, year after year after year. Like, I mean, there was a vlog that wasn't too long ago. They patched this road, and they've only patched it like 4 more times since then. And I don't think I'm exaggerating, honestly. I think that might legitimately be how many times they've done this since then. 3 or 4. I mean, I obviously wasn't here for last summer, but I mean, come on, PennDOT. Surely it can't be that hard to patch a road. Maybe if you would stop going with the cheap option, we'd be okay. Oh, PennDOT. I think other states don't even realize what their ranty rants are. Did that person almost just back into or drive in front of the sign? They might very well have. But anyway, let's turn around the corner. Like, I was trying to get a snack, and I only managed to eat like a thing of Cheez-Its, and then I grabbed a Tasty Cake and saw the message and it was sent like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get my butt out there. And then look, there goes it inbound. But if we are... Oh my god, another stupid truck doing this stupid shit. Oh, come on, don't be a dick. Oh, come on. I don't even care. Fucking trucks. You should know by now that I can't come down here. Whatever. Yeah, anyway, let us turn in here. Let us go. Hey, look, all 3 shuttles. They weren't here a moment ago. I'm gonna go park and we're gonna go get Sarah.